Welcome back to Daily DeFi. Today is March 2nd of 2021. First, we'll be looking at the total value locked in DeFi, followed by the first Bitcoin ETF potentially being applied for by Kobe. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that quite right. And then we'll move into two altcoins performing very, very well. One is a decentralized exchange, SushiSwap. The other is a DeFi project that we've covered in the past. It was actually one of our first tutorials on this channel, which is BadgerDAO. When we first talked about it, it was around $16. Right now, it's dipping, or it did dip a lot further, and it's at $60. So, hope anyone who watched that tutorial got in on BadgerDAO early, and let's get right into it. So, we see this total value locked in, kind of creeping up here. If we look at the 30-day, as Bitcoin gets closer to $50,000, and you see 38.84 billion locked in DeFi. Then you see the maker dominance at 15.8%, with the DeFi Pulse Index at 423 and 0.13. So if we look here, we're still seeing the main ones are going up a little bit slowly, but Synthetics is performing very nice. You see Aave, since yesterday, it was like one of our top coins because it was performing very, very well. It's down just less than a percentage, not even close to really anything substantial, but that's just a basic overview. This is one of the reasons I like DeFi Pulse, because you can also go into, crypto dollars, BTC at work, all these different things. Maybe we'll cover these tomorrow. All right, let's get into the first article from Decrypt. So, Chobe, let me know if I'm pronouncing that right, CBOE, applies to list first Bitcoin ETF in the US. The equities market operator has filed a proposal with the SEC to list and trade shares in the proposal of VanEck Bitcoin Trust. So this is the ETF. This will be huge. As we saw, the Canadian BTC Trust do incredibly well. So US firms are trying to get a Bitcoin EF through regulators. An ETF has several qualities attractive to investors. I think this might have been an editing error. I think this is supposed to say ETF. I'm almost positive. Unless they mean something else by an EF, an exchange fund. Because ETF is just exchange traded fund. Security and Exchange Commission is the SEC. So the closing dates of 2020, investment firm VanEck filed an application with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's SEC to form a VanEck Bitcoin Trust, an exchange-traded fund, yes. Okay, so that's interesting. I'll have that link down below if you want to see anything further. But let's get to the first coin that's doing quite well. This is up about 30% on the daily. If we go to the 1 year, SUSHI has gone, some people really don't like it because they did have like some issues with somewhat of a rug pull let's see, it was around September of last year. I was in Serbia when this happened, and I still have not used SUSHI, but let me know in the comments if you use SushiSwap. I'm a little turned off just because of what happened. They did return the tokens, but still it's like, it kind of shows their true color a little bit. So their market cap is $2.5 billion. Volume is about 1.5 billion. Circulating supply, you can see. But yeah, SUSHI's performed quite well. It's just one of these things where it's like there's so many projects, something that has some like sketchiness to it, like a little bit of scam quality. I just stay away from. So its low was 50 cents. Its high was about $20. I've had other coins that have performed even better than that. BadgerDAO, this one we recommend quite early. I got in very, very early, which I was lucky on, because I didn't quite know exactly what was going to happen, but it is a decentralized autonomous organization, so whenever you see DAO, that's what that means. You can check out their websites. Here we've done 2 tutorials on them, actually. And then you see the market cap right around 470 million, so close to 500 million. You see daily volume at 98 million. It's at $64.20. The low was $2.77 over the year, and they've performed very, very nicely over the past 24 hours. Just look at that, 55.31%. That's pretty incredible. Yeah, so that's essentially it for today's episode. Let me know tomorrow if you want to see anything specific in the Daily DeFi episodes. I'm considering tomorrow doing maybe a bit of technical analysis on the Bitcoin charts or the Bitcoin dominance charts. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, definitely like, subscribe, button all, invest global, and until next time.